You think manifestation starts out there. It doesn't. It starts with what you can hold in here, your attention, your signal, your control. Most people cannot hold their mind on one thing for 10 seconds without drifting. And then they wonder why their life feels scattered, why their workouts are weak, why their emotions run them, why their results look random. Listen to me. If you cannot direct your attention, you cannot direct your life. And one of the simplest ways to train that is not some giant spiritual ceremony. It is this: wiggle your toes on purpose. Try to raise one eyebrow at a time. Try to move your ears. Try to contract one muscle, and then another, then the whole body. That is not silly. That is training. Because what you are really training is not your toes. You are training command. You are teaching your brain, I choose the signal. I place the attention. I decide what fires. And that matters in manifestation, in the gym, in identity, in all of it. Because focus is a muscle. And if your focus is weak, your life will feel weak. Now, here's the part most people miss. Your brain is not just sitting there watching your body. Your brain is recruiting. It is selecting. It is amplifying. It is inhibiting. It is coordinating. That means where you place your attention changes what your body does. That is why when somebody finally learns how to really feel their lats, their chest, their biceps, their glutes, suddenly the exercises change. The same movement, different signal, different results. That's the mind muscle connection. And yes, research backs part of this up. When people focus on a target muscle during resistance training, they can increase activation of that muscle. In plain English, if you learn how to place your mind into the muscle, you can often train that muscle better. That matters. But let's keep this honest. That does not mean tense everything all the time is always the answer, because there are two kinds of focus. There is internal focus, feel the muscle, squeeze the muscle, direct the tension into the muscle. And then there is external focus, move the bar, drive the floor away, explode the weight upward, throw the object, push the world. And the science shows something important. If your goal is to emphasize a muscle, internal focus can help. If your goal is performance, power, and endurance, and cleaner movement, external focus often works better. That's huge, because now we're not playing fake guru games. Now we're telling the truth. Sometimes you need to feel the muscle. Sometimes you need to forget the muscle and attack the movement. That's mastery. That's real control. So let's talk about this example. You pick up a dumbbell for a curl. Most people just move the weight. But what I'm saying is grip harder, wake the forearm up, stabilize the wrist, engage the upper arm, feel the lat anchor the shoulder, create tension through the whole chain, then curl with focus. There is something very real in that, because the body works in chains, not isolated bits. The tighter your structure, the cleaner the force transfer can be. That's why gripping hard can change the whole rep. That's why bracing changes the whole lift. That's why body position changes everything. And here's the correction. Not every muscle needs to be maximally tight all the time. If you are over tense in wrong places, you can actually reduce efficiency, fight your own movement, and make the lift worse. So the goal is not maximum tension everywhere. The goal is right tension, right place, right time. That's how pros move. That's how strong people move. That's how manifestors should live too. Because manifestation is not just wishing, it is signal management. Can you hold an image? Can you hold a feeling? Can you hold a decision? Can you hold a state? Or do you leak power all day? That's why these little body drills matter so much. Try this. Sit still. Now wiggle your big toes. Now spread all your toes. Now relax. Now tighten just your right glute. Now just your left. Now your abs. Now your lats. Now your chest. Do you see what's happening? You are discovering whether your mind is actually in charge. Because if every command comes with noise, overflow, tension, panic, compensation, and confusion, then that's probably how you're living too. Too much signal leakage, too much wasted motion, too much accidental identity. And that's why this becomes bigger than fitness. This becomes identity creation because identity is repeated control. Not once, repeatedly. Can you come back to the chosen thought? Can you come back to the chosen posture? Can you come back to the chosen emotion? Can you come back to the chosen action? That is manifestation in motion, not fantasy, embodied choice. And there's another layer here. Motor imagery research shows that even mentally rehearsing movement activates real neural pathways. That should wake you up because the body listens to the mind more than most people realize. Not perfectly, not magically, but measurably. So when you visualize clearly, breathe deliberately, feel the state, and then move accordingly, you are not pretending. You are rehearsing reality. That's powerful. So here's how I want you to think about this. The toe wiggle is not about the toe. The eyebrow trick is not about the eyebrow. The ear movement is not about the ear. The muscle squeeze is not about the squeeze. It's all about proving to yourself, I can place my attention where I choose. And once you can do that in the body, you can start doing it in life. You can hold your mind on the vision longer. You can hold your emotions steadier under pressure. You can hold your habits with more discipline. You can hold your identity when the outside world starts talking. That's the bridge. Body to mind, mind to identity, identity to action, action to results. That is manifestation without fluff. So here's the practice. Every day, 5 minutes, choose small precision drills. Your toes, your fingers, your face, your breath. Single muscle contraction, full body tension, full body relaxation. Learn them all. Because power is not just contraction. Power is contraction and release, effort and ease, tension and surrender, command and calm. Then take that into the gym. On isolated lifts, feel the target muscle. On big athletic lifts, direct the movement. On all lifts, stabilize what needs stability and free what needs freedom. Then take that into life. Hold the thought you choose. Hold the posture you choose. Hold the identity you choose. Hold the future you choose. Because the person who cannot control their focus will call life random. And the person who can control their focus begins to shape reality. Not because the universe is their servant, but because attention becomes action. Action becomes repetition. Repetition becomes identity. Identity becomes destiny. That is the game. Train your attention. Train your body. Train your state. Train your signal. And remember, you are not just hoping for a different life. You are practicing one. Go in love and peace. With wisdom and understanding, enjoy this day.